Hello? Hello? I can't see anybody. Anybody here? Oh, there you are. Welcome to Puppet Zone. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about blacklights. Oh, by the way, my name's Monty, and Greg should be here any minute. Craig? Hang on, I'll go get him.
Thanks, Monty. My name is Greg, and this is the Puppet Zone. And today we're going to be looking at blacklight puppetry. Now, blacklight puppetry is a pretty unique style of puppetry, and if you've ever seen it live, it is pretty amazing. Video work just doesn't do it justice. It's really hard to capture blacklight puppetry on a camera. And so what I'm going to show you today, it just looks incredible in person, but it's kind of hard for it to get captured on camera, at least for me to capture it that way. And so we're going to look at that. I'm going to show you some of the puppets that I have and kind of the setup that we use. But basically, you're going to use some specially made puppets, and they're going to be designed with fabrics and materials that react under black lights. These are special lights that basically make your puppets glow. And so you're going to need a couple of things. You have to have a very dark area to perform in. You need to be able to block out all of the light. You also need a black stage. You also need some fluorescent puppets that are going to glow under black light. Not all fluorescent looking things glow, so you want to check those out. And then you're also going to need some black lights. So let's go backstage and we'll kind of show you what we're working with today.
Okay, backstage you can see that I have two of these fluorescent black lights that are hanging. I've had these for at least 20 years, and they're still going, still original bulbs. And so they last a long time if you take care of them. They will break like any other light bulb. These are an old style. You can find some newer ones. I think these came from Walmart. They're instant on, and so they work the same way. They're actually a little bit bigger. And where these, you kind of have to hold the button and let them warm up and come on. These turn on with the flip a switch instantly. Let's see what they look like. Oh, that one's already on, huh? Okay, so just a flip of a switch and it's on. So they work really well. And they're relatively inexpensive. I can't imagine I paid more than $20 for these. Depending on where you get them, if you buy them at a puppetry shop, they may cost you a little bit more. But again, they're going to last a long time. And so I have two of them on here. In the past, when we've had the stage spread out pretty good, we ran 3 of these, and it lit everything. It even lit the top row, up above. And so they do a lot. I've seen some incredible blacklight puppet shows where they had lights in front of the stage, and so you had characters that came out in complete black, and they had gloves, or they had even some full body blacklight puppets. And so you can just do some really great things, because whatever you don't want seen, you just cover in black and it just disappears if you've got your stage laid out well and it's well lit in black lights. Now, what will destroy the illusion is flash photography. And so we've had that happen a couple of times, but if you warn people ahead of time, please don't use flash photography, then things work really well. And so we don't have a lot of blacklight puppets. We've not used them a whole lot, just because you have to set up a black room, a dark room. And so we've got some of these cone-shaped guys right here. These are from Puppets Inc. And they look pretty sharp under black light. So there you go. I have a hard time keeping my hand in these cone-shaped ones, and so I would typically wear kind of a cotton glove, and that helps. These are older style. I don't know if newer ones have a band or anything in there, but there's nothing to hold my hand in, and so I tend to slip out of it a little bit, but gloves definitely help. And so I showed this guy. This is the green partner. So, of course, we've got Monty Monahan. He's great. He's a human arm puppet, so your hand goes up inside of this hand, and you can do things, and you can turn them around. And so if you're left-handed, you can put your right hand in the hand, and yeah. So he works really well. He's a lot of fun. So we've got Monty. We've got a few more of these. I'm pretty sure these came from Puppet Productions, which is now it's Puppet Inc. And so I'm pretty sure I saw these on their website. And so they're just fun characters. Oh, this one has feathers. Don't buy feathers on puppets because they just molt. And I've had them for a long time, but still, it's just, you'll see when we look at them blacklight, these feathers just go everywhere and they light. So they light up. So, oh, get rid of those. But you can find lots of different things if you look. This is just a snake, blacklight snake, and it's really the material. And the best thing to do if you're looking for blacklight puppets or props or anything like that, you can get little pocket blacklights, little fluorescent ones. They're battery operated, and you can take them with you, and you can look at them and see if they glow. Because some things that you would think would glow don't, and so unless they're marked blacklight puppet, you always want to check. Again, these all came from different puppet companies that marketed them as blacklight puppets. Simple gloves. These are great, especially if you know sign language and you're doing a song and you want to sign to the song, or you can tell stories with just hands. And so these are lots of fun. And when you've got a completely black stage and all of a sudden hands pop up, you know, if you wanted them to pop up, you could do a couple of things. You could hide them behind your body, you know, and they pop up, or you could have a black cloth on them and you pull them and then they appear. And so anything you can cover with it that's in black, that they don't show through. That's one thing you've got to always be careful. I've heard of people that were wearing black sweats and they were out in front of the stage doing blacklight puppetry, and when they stepped out, you could see their white underwear shining through their black sweats. So you always want to check what you're wearing to make sure you're not shining through, but any kind of dark clothing is going to help. So, but yeah, anything dark you can cover these with and they kind of disappear. So we know these just got some little creatures like that. The other thing you can find is stuff to make props with. I mean, this twine string, it glows fluorescent underneath the black lights. And so I don't remember where we bought this. I think we just bought it at like just a regular store and found that it glowed. And some of them you can kind of tell they might glow. They don't always, but this does. We even have some fishing line that we found out glowed under black lights. It's kind of got a blue tint to it. I'm not sure what the purpose of it was, but it glows underneath black lights. And so we've had a little bit of fun with that too. So let me stop and I'm going to show you what these puppets look like underneath the black light, and then we'll come right back. So here's what some of these puppets look like under the black light. Again, this is Monty. He's a Monahan, and he works really well. Sometimes if you get too close to the black lights, you kind of get a shine on them. But if you're back about a foot or two, it looks pretty good. Again, trying to focus on black lights with a camera is a little difficult, but these look great. So this is Monty. We've got a couple of these kind of odd shaped ones. Oh, this is that boa that's shedding like crazy. I don't know if you can see the feathers glowing everywhere, but they're everywhere. So yeah, and as you can see, they've got on my shirt. And so now if I was out front, even with a hood on, I'd be visible. So you have to be careful what you have on your clothes. Never buy puppets with boas. All right, our feathers, yeah. Okay, so this is this little girl. Again, glows pretty well. So there you go. Let's see what else. We got some of these cone-shaped guys. Again, here's the rainbow one. They look fun. Yeah, that hair everywhere. But yeah, he's great. Clothes and everything glow. And then the other cone. Again, anything like this hair is just fun under black light because it gives so much movement and glows. And some of these other things, I think some of my all-time favorite blacklight things are these simple gloves. Let me show you. Now imagine you couldn't see my head or anything if I was all in black. And then you've got these floating hands. You wear black sleeves again, and yeah, and so they're just so much fun. And so you kind of got this. So if you know sign language, you could do sign language from songs. You can do skits that just involve hands. Lots of fun things that you can do with these gloves. Let's see. Of course, you've got a snake. Kind of slithers around. These are good. Again, with black sleeves on, you pretty well vanish. A couple more things that work well. Here's this little guy. Again, feathers. Oh, yeah. But, oof. Gonna have to vacuum this room. All right. I don't know how well he's picking up. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, the string, it comes up pretty well. You can use it for lots of things. And I also had some fluorescent fishing line. You can find that. I really don't know what the purpose of it is, but it's pretty neat. It kind of glows blue. Oh, here's some right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. There you go. That's just a fluorescent fishing line. So it's just bought at a department store. So yeah, those are some of our Blacklight, or I guess all of our Blacklight puppets. One thing that I forgot to mention is I've got some of these Blacklight hangers, and they're really just wire hooks, basically. I don't know if you can see that at all, but they hang over the top of your stage, and these little hooks, they hook into the holes on the back of our Blacklights. These kind of screw holes where you can mount them on screws. Well, these will hang them on your stage. And I got these years ago at One Way Street, and I'm pretty sure I saw these on the new One Way Squared website, that these are available. I'll put a link in the description if they're still there. So, but yeah, Blacklight puppets, they're fun. It's not something that you do all the time because it kind of takes the novelty away if you do it constantly. But they're a lot of fun. They do make an impact. They're great for underwater stuff, or things that are in caves. We did a Jonah skit where he was inside the whale, and it was pretty fun. It looked great. And you don't need a whole lot of props because the puppets really stand out. But props that you do have, you want to make sure that they're going to glow as well. So you can find a few different resources on Blacklight Puppetry. I've got one book that I remember, but I know there's stuff online that can help you. But I've got a book called There Be Blacklight, and it's an older book, but it's got some good information. And so I'm going to give one of those away. And so if you put your name in the comment section with the word Blacklight, in a week from the day that this video airs, I'm going to have a drawing, and then I will post the winner in the comments, and I'll contact you, and then I'll mail you your book. But it's a good resource. So put your name and the word Blacklight in there, and then we'll enter you in that drawing. All right, well, thanks so much for tuning in for the Puppet Zone, and I hope that you will come back and see us. If you've got some ideas for some future videos you'd like to see, something would be helpful, drop that in the comments, and we'll get some more of these videos coming out. All right, hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time.